Word, son. Yeah. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Yeah. Let's try it one time. Look. If you ain't fucking with my vision, then act like I don't exist. If you ain't riding with me, nigga, get rockin', that's what he kicks. Cause I'm tired of this loyalty and bitch shit. I'm tired of the misfits. And what else? I'll list it. I hate niggas that diss it, but won't make the diss explicit. I hate when niggas switch and playing sides, you complicit. I hate when niggas don't know something wrong, cause you ain't pissed yet. Cause you ain't said you hate when niggas quiet like some crickets. Insects, crush them up and eat them with some butter on some biscuits. My fist gets harder when I grip too. Sit through another fucking day of playing shit cool. Fuck that. I hope the fucking planet suck the guts out of my nutsack. I'll bust back, and you can fucking trust that. I'll hit you right in your fucking neck and let you lay inside a piss pool. Cause there ain't nothing worse than treated badly by your brother. Kinda anger made me wanna see another in a gutter. Kinda anger made me blind and made me think an awful thought. Was never taught how to forgive, or maybe I had just forgot. Why the people that's supposed to have your back is turning ops. Kinda anger make me wanna murder every single cop with a shotgun. Pull up in a pop one, pull up in a pop two. Now they fucking shot you, so let it stay a thought then. The kind of one that dropped in, the kind of one I put inside a song that I can bop 10 times until I stop caring about the fact that underneath it.
YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A in LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, or future episodes, is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. Alright fam, let's get this episode rolling. This fam is a re-review. And so sometimes I've done re-reviews where I had a gun, I did a review on it, I did it before my rating system was in place. And since my rating system's come back, I wanted to have actual scores for all these guns, so I did a re-review. This one's a little bit different. This one, I did a review, I scored it, but then something happened, fam. Something happened to make me go back and review the gun. And so look, fam, let's hop into it. All right, fam, we are talking about your boys Venom Customs 2011. This is an all steel gun, fam. Look, you've seen it on the channel. We put it up against some of the best guns in my collection. We put it up against the Erebus, and we put it up against the Hayes, and we put it up against the Apollo. But after I shot the quad-ported version of this gun, I was like, wow. I loved the quad port so much, I went back and I ordered another Venom Customs quad port. That one will be coming to the channel soon, hopefully. But I loved this gun so much. I loved the design so much. I didn't want to feel like, oh, it was almost perfect. So I sent the gun back to Venom. And my guy Don at Venom did me a solid. And he changed this all steel frame gun. And at the time I did my review, I told you guys the only thing stopping this gun from arguably maybe being the best in my collection was the fact that it was not ported. Well, look, fam. My guy Don at Venom Customs hooked your boy up with that Tri-Port. I don't know if this is coming through well. I'll probably try to put up a pic or two of the porting up top so you can check it out better. But basically it's got two ports on the side and a very large port up front that feels like you're shooting a comp and ported gun. Fam, this gun really, really, really changed the game. So let's get back in and we are going to re-review 2A Venom Customs All Steel Tri-Port. Alright fam, if you haven't seen a 2A NLA review, really quickly, scale goes from 0 to 100, obviously 0 being hot garbage, 100 being flawless. In the history of the channel, we've never had a 0 or a 100, so there you go. But my system is not an easy system. It is not made for people to feel great, right? It's really meant to be a very honest assessment. So 50 to 60 represents a right down the middle gun. Think your typical Gen 5 Glock 17 MOS right out of the box. That's going to be a 50 to 60 gun. Gonna go bang every time, 100% reliable. You should feel confident in the functionality of the firearm, right? If you're talking about something that's 60 to 70, okay, that gun has something that kind of sets us apart. Maybe it's a special product feature. Maybe the trigger is better than typical, your average gun. Something about it sets it a little bit above kind of that mean, right? If you've got something that is 70 to 80, okay, you have a very good all-around firearm. You've got something that's a couple deviations above the mean, something that has more than just one unique quality. It's probably feature rich. If you got something that's 80 to 90, okay, well now you're cooking with gas. Now you're talking about a gun that is at or close to tops in its particular class. And if you've got something from 90 to 100, you're in grill gun territory. All right, fam, let's get into it. So look, fam, we've already reviewed this gun once. I am not going to go into detail. This is just meant to be a quick update. If you want more detailed information like on specs and stuff like that, check out the original review. We're just gonna kind of go through and highlight the ins and outs of this gun. So first up, fit and finish, fam. When you get a gun from the likes of Venom Customs, a Hayes, Atlas, a Rafferty, you're in rare air. Okay, you're in rare air. These guys are master gunsmiths. They spend a lot of time grooving these pistols. Silky smooth. Silky smooth. A lot of people are like, oh, I heard one guy say on the channel once when I think he was talking about a Fowler, when he was saying how tight the tolerances are and that it was so stiff that it was difficult to rack and it felt gritty and you had to break it in, and he was like, oh, that's a flex. No, that's the issue with your manufacturing process is what that is, because when you're at the best of the best of the best, there is no break-in period. This gun came out like this, right? And the tolerances are still crazy tight. So look, fam, unbelievable fit and finish, 15 out of 15. All right, fam, next up, reliability. Look, fam, I got about 2,000 rounds through this gun, about 1,000 when it was unported, and now another 1,000 that it's been ported. And you know how many malfunctions or misfeeds I've had? Yeah, that would be none. That would be none. This gun is grooved. Now the difference between a 2011 and say like a striker fire Glock is that you have to keep these clean, and I'm pretty meticulous about that. I oil it, I keep it oiled, I keep it lubed, and then after every range session I do a quick wipe down and clean off. Yeah, and like I said, it just runs. Reliability, 15 out of 15. All right, fam, next up, durability. Look, fam, like I said, this is an all-steel gun, incredible tolerances, manufactured to the nines. If you take care of this, this is a gun that could be in your family for generations. Honestly, the durability and how well made this gun is, next level. 15 out of 15 for durability. Next up, fam, trigger. Look, fam. It's an Atlas trigger in this gun. You guys know how I feel about Atlas trigger. One of the best triggers out there. There is very little take up. Clear defined wall. That break. Fam. Woo. Reset. Fam, look, fam. It's crazy. I'll put the trigger pull weight up there, but yeah, Atlas makes one of my favorite triggers, and the way Venom has this trigger dialed in is unbelievable. 15 out of 15 for trigger. All right, fam. Next up, ergonomics, fam. If you don't like the way it feels, you're not going to want to shoot it. If you don't want to shoot it, you're not going to get proficient with it. I love the ergonomics on 2011s in general, and this Atlas grip module is one of my favorite grip modules out there. It just, man, it just feels like it molds to your hand, in part because you've got the paneling on the side that really allow you to make this adjustable and to your kind of specifications. Ergonomics, 10 out of a possible 10. All right, fam, next up is accuracy. So look, fam, the first time, I mean, this gun is made to run. The weight of the gun keeps it super flat. The all-steel frame allows for that. I would also say that the first go-round, I gave this a 9 out of a possible 10 for accuracy. Not that it wasn't an incredibly accurate gun. Sometimes I feel like the shooter's interface with the gun has something to do with it. If you gave this gun to a highly skilled shooter, I'm sure they'd be like, oh, 10 out of 10 accuracy, no problem. When you start going down the run and you get to somebody like me, who I would say is a good shooter, a solid shooter, a better than average shooter, but not a high level competition shooter or anything like that, then I would say I like a little bit of help, right? And so because the gun was not ported, the weight helped certainly mitigate my shortcomings. The trigger certainly helped mitigate a lot of my shortcomings. The grip and ergonomics helped mitigate my shortcomings. But I felt like what would really get it over the hump for me is if it was ported, which would really keep it flat and soft to help ensure that my grip pressure isn't varying, that my trigger pull isn't varying, and it did it, fam. It did it. So accuracy, 10 out of 10 for the Tri-Port. All right, fam, these next two categories, we're going to lump them together: aftermarket support as well as maintenance and upkeep. Look, fam, 2011, like I said a little bit earlier, gotta keep it clean. As long as you do, you're not gonna have any issues. Takedown on something like this is very easy. Aftermarket support is growing exponentially. You've got a lot of manufacturers now, over 30 plus manufacturers who are making varying forms of the 2011 pistol, and a lot of companies out there to support it. It's not Glock level aftermarket support. It's not, AR-15 level aftermarket support, but still a lot. We're going to give 4 out of 5 points for aftermarket support, 4 out of 5 points for maintenance and upkeep. All right, fam. Next up, affordability. Look, fam. Fam. So look, fam. Base model, the way you see it here without the porting the gun, was $7,500, which is a pretty penny, but worth every bit of it in my opinion. The Tri-Port is a one-off. It was something that, this is not being offered. Don't be calling up Venom Customs and begging to get your guns reported. That is not the thing. But because I ordered this and another one, and I'm obviously doing a lot of YouTube, they graciously did this Tri-Port for me. What they do offer though is a quad ported, which runs $8,000. So you can kind of get a sense of the difference between cost between a ported gun and a non-ported Venom Customs gun. But yeah, fam, I don't care. $7,500, $8,000, still expensive as hell. Affordability, 1 out of 5. Last but certainly not least, flex. Is Instagram gonna go crazy? Are your boys gonna be like, damn? Are people at the range gonna be stopping by your stall just to watch you shoot it? 100% is the answer to that question, fam. Woo! I mean, come on, fam. it is flossy on a whole nother level. It's so flossy now that it's ported, so flexy. Like, I started to give it 6 out of a possible 5 points for flex, but I'm not going to do that. But I do have a custom Venom Customs Tri-Port coming, and when that one comes, that might be the first gun that I give extra points to for flex. But for now, 5 out of 5 for flex points. All right, fam, when you add all of that up, you get a whopping 94 out of a possible 100 points. I told you, fam, you get into the 90s, you're in grail gun territory. And this is 100% a grail gun. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is the second highest scoring gun in the history of the channel, tied with the Erebus, tied with the Atlas Apollo, just one under the Hayes. Now, Hayes got a 95, and in part because it's a phenomenal shooter, very similar to this, but also because the Hayes price point came in at $6,500, which is, you know, about $1,500 cheaper than a Venom Customs ported gun. And so, you know, it got an extra point for affordability, but was mirrored this in all other categories. So we're going to be putting this bad boy up against the Hayes and see how it comes out. Now, if you watch the video that I did with the Hayes Customs 2011 versus the Venom Customs Tri-Port and the Atlas Erebus, you'll know two things. One, that the Erebus and the Tri-Port were so good that I could not pick a winner between the two. That's just how amazing both of them are and how close they were. And you'll also know that the Hayes came in a little bit below those two in terms of which guns were the better shooter. But again, to have a gun that's that close to those two yet be $1,000 to $1,500 cheaper, I thought was amazing. Well, we're going to run this one up against that Hayes. This is a Tri-Port. The Hayes is a Tri-Port. So I am anxious to see how that one is going to come out. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, that's it for this episode, fam. Until next time, as always, take care of one another and peace.